I know the light is like bluish and everything right now, but that sky is completely gorgeous. It's this lavender, light lavender going into a pink and then into a blue, and it's just super gorgeous. It's a very gorgeous morning. It's -5 degrees outside, so it's a very cold morning, but it's super gorgeous. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. Today, the plan is that I am going to go into town to meet up with my bosses, but that is later in the afternoon. This morning I have taken it very slowly. I went up at 5:30. It is now 10 o'clock and I have been stitching and watching news. Right now I'm in a super confetti intense area. I have like one thread for every box for the whole box, I think, or almost. So it's like 80 colors in my little box, and I use quite a lot of them right now in just one little 10 by 10 box, which is 100 stitches. So it takes a lot of time because you have to rethread the thread, you have to do your stitch. Yeah, there is a lot of fastening, do a stitch and then fasten again, because I'm so low down on the edge of the page that there is no more stitches towards the down of it. So yeah, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot more time, but I've done my 100 stitches today. I've done a little bit more than that. I'm hoping to finish off that box, which would be, I think, like 300 to 400 stitches. So yeah, I want to do that later, but I kind of want to get my vlogs up and stuff. I did fix the camera. As you can see, there's no kind of shaky footage over here, just to kind of explain, if you are wanting to kind of cross the Europe-US line and vlogging or something, or use your camera for video capturing, I thought I'd explain a little bit what it's all about. So in Europe, or basically in the US, it is NTSC or NTCS, one of those two, is the standard for TVs. And this is kind of the base why all this happened. And in Sweden, which is part of Europe, we have PAL, and that is also in Australia and Asia. And the big difference is that the frequency that the power grid in the country is based on, in Sweden it's based on 25 Hertz, in the US it's based on 30 Hertz. So you have, in the US we have 30 frames per second when you record videos. In Sweden we have 25 frames per second to kind of work with that frequency. And the reason why you get this kind of movement that I had previously was because when I went to the US, I reset my camera to go with NTCS to not get that vibration, which is just the frame rate basically. While I forgot to do it when we got back. So you have that, and it's more apparent when you have like those long lights than when you have the newer LED lights. So yeah, that's the kind of science behind it. My camera that I have over here, which is my more expensive kind of cool camera, has more things you can set, and one of those is that even though I have a frame rate on the film which ends at 30 frames per second, I can set a other frame rate on another place, which helps. I don't know the whole science about this, because it is set to do 30 frames per second as the frame rate of the video, but the frame rate of the camera is set as at 100 frames per second, which means that I don't get that stripy things going on my camera. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, a little bit of technical explanations this early morning. It's not that early, but I'm actually not that awake yet. But yeah, I am going to sit down. I'm gonna do some vlog editing. I probably should get something in my tummy. But yeah, good morning guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Leia's so cute. It is quite cold outside, and the kitties usually go out on the balcony. So she sits by the door and she meows like, can I go out? And then I open the door, and today she took it to another level because she crouch without putting her bum to, like, not sitting down but almost sitting down, so she left like a little gap between her bum and the floor. So it's like, I am sitting, but I'm really not because it's super cold. And then she's like, she went to one window and looked out, and then she went to another window and she looked out and like, no, nothing interesting enough for me to stay out here. And then she went in. So when it's this cold outside, I don't even go back, sit down when she meows. I just open the door and wait until she comes back in. But yeah, I have not edited my videos yet. I decided to have breakfast instead, and being lazy. I think it must be laziness when it comes to food. I don't know. I'm not a lazy person when it comes to being productive, but when it comes to eat food, I feel it's like a unnecessary evil, or a necessary evil, maybe. A necessary evil. I'm not a fan of food. I don't go around like, oh, I wish I could eat that. I'm like, can I just get some food into me and something to eat so that I have the energy to keep on working? Yeah, I don't have a good relationship with food, I know. But yeah, I used to have a shake. It is super cold outside and it was made from frozen stuff, so now I'm freezing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee and actually sit down and do the editing of the video, at least one. She was trying to jump. See if she does it anyhow. See if she can. Can I jump? No. She didn't want to jump. She's adorable. I'm gonna move her up there so she can sit up there, maybe lift her up, because she should really be there. Sorry. I was cuddling with Leia, so I kind of forgot to put the camera in the right direction. Yeah, sorry. Well, I'm gonna continue editing and I'm gonna see if I can get Leia up on the bookshelf there. I caught up. I'm all caught up with all the vlogs and stuff. I have about like 20 minutes to half an hour before I'm leaving to meet up with my bosses, and yeah, I'm not feeling very productive, so I think I'm just gonna watch some more YouTube or something. I got a, this is not candy, it is a H-A-L-L-S Hals kind of tablet, because I'm having like scratches in my throat, stuff like that. So I took one of those just to try to see if I can get this better. I am feeling better than yesterday though, so just so you know, I'm starting to feel better. The jet lag is slowly kind of just riding away. So yeah. By the way, this is very, very funny. I bought these in America. They, as I said, they're called Hals, which is H-A-L-L-S. The word for throat in Swedish is hals, which is H-A-L-S. So it's basically the same, and I thought it was kind of funny that they were the throat tablets that I could find at Disney. So yeah, it's cherry. I love cherry, and it actually contains sugar because I don't eat stuff that has sugar replacement. Very strict, no sugar replacements. But anyhow, I am going to watch Catnip, and I think I have to push a button for the vlog or something, and I think I'm gonna open up InDesign to do a few things. I have a few ideas. First of all, I need to get a nice just straight up calendar that I can use for kind of we're starting to have a little calendar on our fridge, and I've been making my own designs for that, so I'm gonna do that. So just have like a month on an A4 page. I don't think I can print it today because I don't own the inks, but they should arrive tomorrow, I think. Yeah, yesterday or no, yeah, today or tomorrow. So I should be able to print it then, because I have to kind of set up all the days I'm having doctor's appointment and everything, because I am starting to just get crazy. But yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. And we're heading out, and it took me like forever to find these gloves, and yes, that is a Star Wars thingy, because I have super small hands, and finding like gloves or something to wear with my small hands are like impossible. When I'm looking at like grown-ups, the fingers are always like centimeters too long or something. So these I bought in the child section. I have 4 pairs because I got these like 2 for 1 price. They set together. I got one with Frozen and one with Star Wars. I had them for a while. These I actually haven't used that much because I mostly used the Frozen one to begin with, but I did find them in the end. But I did also find 4 black gloves, all in different sizes. I'm back home. It was a really great meeting. I am going back to work the 21st of January, so that is kind of set. Now I'm going to talk to my doctor about this because I haven't really done that yet, but the plan is 50% from the 21st, whether or not I get a prolonged sick leave, because I can't just jump back into working 100%. It just doesn't work that way. When you have been on sick leave for a long time, that's you need to take a little bit of time. So I did get something though. I wasn't sure that I would. Like, I haven't been working for quite some time, and which is like 6 months, something like that. And but I got a Christmas present for my job, which is these. I got some Sony earbuds. I can use them with my mobile phone, which is awesome. I can also use them with my computer if I want to. They are super cool. I'm gonna learn how to set them up and everything, and yeah. So I got a pair of Sony. They are the WH-1000X M3. They are noise cancelling, and they kind of won awards and stuff in 2018. So these are like the best of the best ever. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's perfect because I really need them here. When Christopher works, it's kind of good to have them. So yeah, that has been today so far. All that worked. I am going to sit down. I'm going to finish off my calendar, that sheet thingy. My inks have come, but I'm not sure that I want to go out again, so I think I'm going to go and get them tomorrow. They open at 8. So I think that's the plan, and I'm also waiting for a phone call, so I'd rather be home if they call or when they call or how that works. I just talked to my endocrine specialist, and I feel so secure having her. I'm feeling very relieved because she's really listening to me and she's really kind of responding the way I was hoping that she would respond. I went in and looked at my tests when I got them in on Monday when I took them, and I saw that my value that I have is a little bit lower than it should be. And I wanted to take it up with her, but I wanted her to talk to me first, and she actually took it up with me, and so I didn't have to take it up with her, and I did have understood it correctly, and that is my like, it's hard when you have a natural, prolactin is a natural hormone, and I'm supposed to have a certain percentage or a certain number of it naturally when I don't have a prolactinoma. So when you have a medication that suppresses the prolactinoma, it's very easy that it suppresses it too much, which this medication does. And they were a little bit worried that this low dose would not suppress it enough. But what we are seeing is that it is suppressing it too much, and this is why I'm getting the depressions and all. But the biggest problem is that I can't have a lower dose because it doesn't exist a lower dose. I am eating the smallest dose available out of it. The pill is too little to actually split another time, which is a little bit sad. But yeah, so we discussed it, we talked about it. I have been thinking about this and like, yeah, I think I need to continue taking the pill and just live with the sadness and knowing that I will have a very emotional roller coaster for a while. I did get to know from her though that we might remove it earlier. It usually you are treated for 2 years, but keeping this low value for 2 years might not be in my best interest. So we are going to evaluate it for 3 months. That is the first part, and I'm going in for a another brain thing in March, so we are going to be able to kind of evaluate it in 2 parts, one being the prolactin levels and the other being the brain scan. So yeah, it was a very good conversation. I really feel like I was heard, and that I really feel that we have a relationship. That I think was one of the things you said. Like right now we have a relationship, doctor-patient relationship, and that, because I think that has been an issue. Like I had another, I don't know if I had 1 or 2 other doctors, like prolactin doctors before. Or endocrine doctors before, and I didn't connect with them. They didn't understand me, I didn't understand them, and I think one of them felt like maybe I just was feeling too much. I'm gonna go and kill my cat. I didn't literally kill Gizmo, no, I wouldn't do that, but I screamed a little bit at him and I threw him into the bedroom and closed the door, so it's all alone in there now. He was going into my threads and I thought it would be enough just telling him no, don't do that, but no. Nah, he went back into my threads. I hate it when he does that. Now he gets to be alone in a room for a while because I got angry. I disciplined Gizmo like I would have disciplined my children. I won't have any children, so I don't have to worry about that. No, but yeah, but I really feel that she is listening to me and we have a conversation and we do understand, and that I am understanding the problem correctly and she's understanding the problem correctly. I think she also, like I say, like my headache is almost gone and I really need to live without a migraine. That is so essential for my life. So I am going to take that. I'm emotional, I'm crying and all of those things. I have to take that. I just have to. I don't have, I'm not like, I'm super sensitive to stress, I'm super sensitive to everything, but I just have to live with it. That's just how it's gonna be. So we'll see. Gonna evaluate it in 3 months and see what we can do. Last time I took the medication for 3 months, and in 6 months time, like, I tried 2 different medications, but a total of 3 months, and they pushed my prolactin levels way lower. I think I had them like in the 10s or something. They were super low, and they're not allowed to be that low. But also they took like 6 months to kind of gain, but in the end they did gain very high, and I needed the medication. So we'll see. Hopefully this will destroy the prolactinoma and I will be all fit for fight and don't have to worry about it. So yeah. But yeah, so a really good day. I decided not to sit in front of the computer when I go home because I'm super tired, and yeah. So instead I sat down and started some stitching. I really want to finish this actually page that I'm on, but it is a lot of comfort stitching. I think I'm almost out of it now, so I just have a little bit more other stitches, but yeah. And I'm waiting for Christopher. He's a little bit later than he usually is, so yeah. I'm gonna go and clean the rice cooker and put some rice on. Bedtime! I finished off the day cooking rice, eating our Monday food. We are most likely going to eat it tomorrow too. Hopefully it will work, but I think it will. I think we probably do throw out food too early after we created it. I think it can hold for quite some time in the refrigerator actually. So we'll have one day more of the bolognese, the Swedish bolognese. So yeah, that's one thing. And then I've been stitching. Today I've stitched 665 stitches, and I did get a page finish, but I didn't move the frame, and I promise you if I move the frame I will definitely show you. But as I said, it was 435 or something like that, 450 something stitches at the bottom where I showed you yesterday, and that was basically the page finish. And then I just started the next 29 columns, or a column that is 29 stitches wide. So I started that one, got 150 stitches ish something. Together they became 665 anyhow. I used a calculator, okay? I'm a little bit tired in my head, so I'm certain it's 665. Which leaves me at, I think it was around 2,000 for this route, and this route is 3,500 stitches something. So yeah, yes, and it's going great. I'm now on page 23, which is the next to last page on this row, and the last page is something like 10 stitches or even less, something like that. So it's going to be super easy to just go down like this teeny tiny column and just finish off with a page 24 afterwards. So my yearly goal, because I'm thinking in that I probably will be working on Wrath now very intensely for about 100 days, and I probably want a little break after that, and then I can start again for the next bout of 100 days. So there's a two of those 100-day challenges that is going on in the group. So yeah, which kind of probably I think it's a break in between, and then I probably will be stitching on something else for a while just to have that break. but I am trying to be very monogamous. I don't know how long I can be monogamous though, because I love having a simpler stitch when I'm too tired or my medication is, stuff like that. But I do want to have this year 2 row finishes. So this row, which is just 1 page and a sliver left, and then the next row, which is 6 pages wide. So that is my goal of this year, is to get those finished. So I feel I can do that, because I really need to see some kind of substantial progress on Wrath. I've been cross-stitching on her since 2013, and I do want her finished before 2023, so I really need to see a substantial amount of finish on this. And I did some calculations. If I do around 500 stitches a day, I should be able to get through 1 page per month, and that will lead me at doing 12 pages, so basically 2 full rows per year, if I would get those 500 stitches every day. And that would get me a finish, I think, in 2021. However, in some periods of time I can stitch 1500 to 2000 stitches a day, and in some periods of time I might not get any stitches at all done in a day. So it is, I'm trying to run with it now, with these minimum of 100 stitches to kind of get it going. But yeah. I'm going to head to bed. Christopher has been nagging me like, go to bed now. It is 9:30, but I'm getting up at 6:30 tomorrow, so that's probably a good time to go to bed. But I want to say good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye!